Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm going to go on a new little journey here with this Dendrobium today. I've had this Dendrobium for almost 2 years and it's really not done what I want it to do. It has not grown very much. It looks very healthy, but no blooms. And I thought, I wonder if I place this in some better grow, orchid grade sphagnum moss. I just wonder what's going to happen. So today I'm just going to convert this over from water culture. This has been in water culture for almost 2 years. So I'm just going to see if maybe if I put it in this moss, if I get some better growth, and hopefully it will bloom. Okay, so here's what the root system looks like after being in water culture for almost 2 years. It looks really, really good. It has grown up instead of growing down into this container. So I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to get the roots to go the right way? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to spray the roots, which is going to make them more pliable. Whenever you need to make your roots more pliable, this is the way to do it. Either soak or just spray down the roots, because I want these down in the pot. So do you see how these roots now are kind of getting more pliable, getting very good and hydrated? Okay. Make sure that your roots that you put down in media are really good and hydrated. That's rule number one, really, when I'm repotting an orchid. Okay. Now it's been down in this measuring cup for a long time. That's been its home. So I decided I got some charcoal pieces and I've got a little bit of chunky perlite, and that's what's going to go down in the bottom of my container. I'm hoping that I get to put it down in this 18-ounce solo cup, and it's got lots of holes on the bottom for drainage, and I'm going to improve the drainage by adding that down to the bottom. Okay, now let's see. I've got some better grow orchid grade sphagnum moss here. It's been hydrated, it's been sitting here for a while, and it is ready to go. So let's just see what we can do. I'm hoping that this works. Dendrobiums don't like to have a huge home. They've got these little stringy roots, and so I just kind of want to make sure. I think that's going to work. I think so. Okay, so let me see what I'm going to do here. That long root, it's grown kind of the wrong way. Okay, let's add some moss to the bottom of this pot here. And let's just kind of try to get all the roots going down into this cup. I've been curious to see how a Dendrobium would do in this moss for a long time, and finally I just decided I think this needs to go in a smaller pot. Okay, let's change that. Okay, so I've decided on this 3.5-inch orchid pot, and as you see, it's got the charcoal pieces on the bottom of it still, and I believe that this is going to be a great fit. Yes, that is much better. I don't want to put it into a lot of moss that it doesn't need. You don't want to overpot a Dendrobium. Okay, I believe, yes, this looks good. I believe I'm going to be able, and this is the part where you take your time. I think it's going to fit. Yay, I think this one's found a new home. All right. Okay, sometimes it takes a while to figure out what size pot you need, because once you get these roots hydrated, they tend to kind of change on you a little bit. So let's just kind of, I've never put one of these in moss, by the way. So this is going to be really a lot of fun. I'm still going to keep this sphagnum moss really light and airy. I'm not going to pack it down. This has been in water culture for almost 2 years, and I don't want to change things up too much. That might not be a good idea. And I do have new root tips. That's a good thing. I have found that if you're going to repot an orchid and it has new root tips growing, sphagnum moss is a really kind and soft type of a media to use. Now I do want to give it enough, I just don't want to pack it in there too tight. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And I think I've figured out a way to stake this in this pot as well. And I'm going to show you how to do that as soon as I get this in here. Ooh, this is looking pretty good. I'm happy about this. I've been thinking about trying one of these in moss for a long time, and I had this moss hydrated for another video that I did, and I thought, let's just go ahead and do this today. And I'll give you all updates on it. I love doing updates on repotting videos. It's fun. Okay, as you see, I'm not packing it down in there too tightly. And that might be a little bit too much. Let's not use that much. Okay, let's leave it like that and see what we've got. Okay, and this is my finished product. It looks beautiful. Look at all those beautiful roots, and see how I've left plenty of air pockets in there for those roots to breathe. Plenty of moss as well. And the Dendrobium seems to be stable in this. It's not, I mean, it really is stable. It's not flopping around like I thought it would. So I think this is a wrap. So that was a lot of fun. And I hope that gave you all a lot of good information. And you all just be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, y'all.